Good evening and welcome to the Tuesday night net of the OARS Amateur Radio Society. This net meets regularly on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. on this frequency of 146.970 with a PL tone of 162.2. My name is Wes and my call sign is AE0OC. Well, this is not an emergency net. If anyone at any time has emergency traffic, please call break. Does anyone have emergency traffic? Please call now. Well, hearing none, I will move on to announcements. I will be using NetLogger for check-ins on this net, and anyone who wishes can check in early by monitoring the OARS net there. The Ozarks Amateur Radio Society meets on the second Saturday of the month at the Happy House Restaurant in Monette, Missouri. The meeting is at 7 p.m., but everyone is welcome to come at 6 p.m. to eat and enjoy some good conversation. Individuals pay for their own meal, but you do not have to eat to attend. You also do not have to be a ham to attend. Everyone is welcome, including family members and those interested in amateur radio. The next meeting at Happy House will be Saturday, November 11th, and that's because our next meeting will be in Mount Vernon and Apple Butter. The Saturday breakfast with the OARS Club for September will be 7:30 a.m. at Angus Branch in Monette. More to follow. Saturday, October the 14th, we will be meeting at the Apple Butter Making Days in Mount Vernon, Missouri for a Get on the Air special event and our club meeting. Anyone interested in having breakfast with us at Family Restaurant in Mount Vernon, we will be meeting there at 7 a.m. There will be a potluck dinner before the meeting, so be sure to bring a side dish. We will be operating as W0R for this event. And the OARS Club now has 3 regular nets. The D-Star net, Monday at 8 p.m. on 444.150. The 2-meter net, Tuesday at 7 p.m. on 146.970. And the Simplex net, every Thursday at 8 p.m. on 146.460. And this net is now being streamed on the 5-9 Radio YouTube channel. So if you want to see how you sound on the net or miss part of the net, you can go to 59radio.com for details and a link to the channel. Are there any other announcements of interest to amateur radio? Please call now, and I know that KE6GAE probably has an announcement.
KE6GAE.
Go ahead, Dave, with your announcement.
Yeah, I'd like to let the OARS Club know that we finally, when we have our D-Star nets on Monday night, we'll be connecting to Reflector 59A, and we can now utilize reflectors through the repeater because I have a Pi Star set up and working, communicating with the repeater, and we've been playing with it all day so far. But I will let the club know that I'm still going to work on getting everything about this better, and when ICOM does come out with new operating systems that they're going to put their G3 gateway in, we might look at going with a true G3 gateway at that point. Right now we're safer going with this, and it is working now. That's my announcement for the club. We finally have reflectors for the D-Star repeater.
All right, very good, Dave. I know you've worked on this for a long time to get it where we'd have this. I very much appreciate it. You didn't give up, that's for sure. So let's go ahead and see if we have any short time or mobile check-ins.
Whiskey Echo Zero Victor, WE0V, Elaine in Northeast Joplin. Short time check-in only. Thank you.
November 0, Mike Lima Papa.
KF0 NKB series.
KF0 HHH, Kathy, Greenfield.
All right, let's stop you guys right there, and we'll move up to the top of that list with WE0V. Elaine, how are you tonight?
I'm doing fine. Just enjoying this cool weather. Other than that, still got to winterize the pool because it's too cold to swim. So other than that, I'll turn it back to net control.
All right, Elaine. Yeah, starting to cool off a little bit. I imagine the water's starting to get a little cooler. So we very much appreciate you checking in tonight, and hopefully hear you in again next week. So that being said, we'll move on down to the next on our short time list. N0 MLP, how are you tonight, Marvin?
I'm doing good tonight, Wes. Appreciate you running the net. Just had to be up here in town running around for some stuff, so stopped here where I could hear the repeater good and figured to check in real quick. Very glad about the D-Star, man. Dave, appreciate that work for sure. I know that's been a long time coming for sure, so pretty nice that that's all up and running, and I should be able to get in there now, at least pretty easy. So, but other than that, that's all I got for the net. Hope everybody's doing good and having a good evening. So we'll chat at you later. 73, right to you, Wes.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Marvin, for checking in. And I'm going to say 73 and move on down to my granddaughter, KF0MKV. Siri, how are you doing tonight? Did you get your homework done?
No, I just have one step on my homework, and I just wanted to check into the net and see how the antenna is doing. Can you hear me all right now?
Well, you've got some static, but you're coming in better than you were the other day. At least better than it was when it was ground mounted out there. And so I don't know if your dad's had a chance to talk to you yet or not about getting you some top rail. But if he can come up this way, I've located some top rail for you. So we can get you up about 20 feet in the air. That'll help out a bunch, I'm sure.
No, he did not talk about me on that, but I have to congratulate on Dave.
No, for getting the D-Star fixed?
Yes.
Hey, watch out, guys. She's going to be pumping Papa for a D-Star radio before long. I can see it coming now.
Well, that's funny to hear. Well, I gotta go. KF0MKV out.
All right, Siri. Thanks for checking in tonight. Get that homework done. We'll move on down to KF0HHH. Kathy, how are you tonight? KF0HHH. Kathy, how are you tonight? All right, well, sounds like maybe Kathy had to step out for a moment, so we'll come back to her here in a bit. Do I have any further short time check-ins?
W0ZAC, Whiskey 0, Zulu Alpha Charlie.
KF0LCX, Kilo Foxtrot 0, Lima Zulu X-ray.
All right, picked up two more of you there. Let's go with W0ZAC. Zach, how are you doing tonight?
Well, hello, Wes, and everyone on the net. Doing good here in Mount Vernon. Came in from mowing to hop on the net real quick, and I gotta go finish her up before it gets dark on me. Back to you, Wes, W0ZAC.
It sounds like Sherry wasn't the only one playing hooky to be on the net tonight. That's good. So, well, we appreciate you checking in tonight, and I'll let you get back to your mowing. So, and you get done there and you want to come over here anytime you want to. Just go right ahead. So, anyway, thanks a lot for checking in. 73. Let's move on down to KF0LZX. Greg, how are you tonight?
Hey, doing good, Wes. Doing good. I'm dealing with some internet issues and working on some other stuff, so I thought I'd hop in here real quick and get my name on the list and say thanks to Dave for all the work on the D-Star Gateway and everything. So that's really about all I've got to say. I've got to try to get my internet issues fixed here at the house, so I'll turn it back over to Net Control, 73s.
All right, Greg. Well, appreciate you checking in tonight. And we'll say 73 to you. And we'll move on up to the first of our NetLogger check-ins. KE6GAE. Dave, other than getting the D-Star machine going, what else has been going on for you?
AE0OC, the rest of that. This is KE6GAE. Oh, I'm on vacation this week, but actually I've been doing some work. We got a new couch showing up tomorrow. We haven't bought any new furniture in over 13 years, so I guess it's time. Working on that and working on a couple of radios here at the house, rebuilding my shack. That's been about it. I'm just trying to enjoy this week because I'm on vacation. All right, Wes, that's all I got for the net tonight. We'll sit back and listen, and I figure there'll be lots of questions on the D-Star stuff, and I'm going to try to take some pictures of my 5100, put them up on Slack, showing what it should it look like, your screen should look like when you're actually using the repeater with the reflectors on it.
Yeah, and I'd say that probably I'll be one of those ones asking the majority of the questions. So just be prepared, because I don't have a clue what I'm doing with it. But it will be good to get some more traffic onto that repeater, and maybe broaden up the nets a little bit, and maybe get a few people that weren't normally able to be interested in doing net control on it. So it could be a win-win all the way around. So appreciate you checking in tonight, Dave, and really appreciate the work you've done on it. I'm going to say 73 to you, and move on down to KF0NNY. Justin, how are you tonight?
Hey, AE0OC and the rest of that. This is KF0NNY. I'm doing okay. Today has been fairly uneventful. Still in a lot of hurry up and wait mode for my work. I got the devices that I'm supposed to be testing right now, but my clients are dragging their feet and setting up a meeting to kind of orient me with the device, so I got to clean up some other network messes around my place here, because I have a lot of different things I run on my home network. But so yeah, today was a pretty easygoing day. So glad D-Star stuff's progressing along, and I guess I don't have really anything else, so I'll hand it back over to Net Control 73, and thanks for running the net.
All right, Justin. We very much appreciate having you on here, and it was good to finally meet you at the meeting the other night. So thanks for being a part of the bunch here. We like to have new members, and we like to have people who are active on the radio, and you seem to be both. So I'm going to say 73 to you and move on to KE0MAD. Sean, how are you tonight?
Hello, Wes, and everybody on the net. This is KE0MAD. Good news there. Yeah, I'm glad to see that the D-Star has got reflector access. That's awesome. And I got to looking around at registrations. Really, most of us that normally mess around with the D-Star stuff is already registered, so that's a good thing. I got Bob registered, so he's registered. That's I don't know if it's a good thing, but he's registered. but let's see, I'm trying to think. There was a couple of them in there. I think Harold was. Maybe we had a couple of people that weren't registered, and if they need any help, I put on the Slack on the 444 150 page, tab, whatever you want to call it on Slack. I put the link there to be able to click and register. So if anybody needs anything, they can go to that. Super, super easy. Anyway, nothing else on this end. Back to you, Wes. K0MAD.
All right, Sean. Well, we appreciate that. And the registration was kind of a little bit of a trick when I did it. But you helped me walk through it, and that made a big difference. So hopefully nobody has too much trouble with it, but I'm sure you can set them in the right direction if they do. And Dave, you said you had another quick comment. Go ahead.
AE0OC, this is KE6GAE. I just want to put it out to the club and everybody, and we can talk afterwards. But I would like to possibly link the repeater to Rolla's repeater on Thursday night at 7:30, because they have a D-Star net from 7:30 to 8. That might help start driving traffic to our repeater.
All right. Yeah, well, we probably ought to talk to some of the D-Star users here and I don't see any problem with doing that myself, though. So, but if anybody else has an issue, then they can get a hold of one of us to voice that concern.
Yeah, exactly. But I figured we could talk about it more. I just wanted to get it put out there, because hopefully everybody's listening tonight. And then at the same time, I'm looking at how to do cron jobs. We'll be able to do these. Nobody will even have to worry about connecting. I'll connect them on the back end and then disconnect them on the back end automatically.
All right, very good. So we like automatic. I know that I do, at least. All right, well, appreciate those additional comments there. And we're going to move on down to KB0RHA. Rich, how are you tonight?
Oh, doing pretty good, Wes. Hello, everybody out there on the net. As far as registering for the D-Star, is that the website? Is just 444-150?
Negative. That's on Slack. He's posted the website on the 444.150 Slack channel.
Okay, I'll look that up and see if I can't get registered for that. Anyhow, nothing much going on here. I got my station set up, got a new logbook set up on QRZ, so we got things rolling. So anyway, 7-3s everybody out there. Hope everybody's having a good day, enjoying this cooler weather. 7-3, KB0RHA, back to net control.
All right, Rich, thanks a lot for checking in tonight. And we will say 73 to you. And move on down. Let's see, next on our net logger list, it looks like we've got, let me look here now. Harold, K0SQS.
AE0OC and the rest of the net, K0SQS. Good evening to everybody. Thanks to Dave for all his hard work. After the meeting Saturday night, I posted the club roster to the files section of Slack, but Marvin said that probably wasn't the best place to put it. So anyway, it's under the general members discussion portion of Slack, and I know John Collison, KB0OU, looked it up because he asked me to correct one thing about his listing. which was that he's a lifetime ARRL member. So anyway, anybody else sees anything that needs to be corrected, just drop me an email, and I will correct it and post it forthwith. So that's all I've got, Wes. Back to you. Enjoying the cool weather in Monette. K0SQS.
All right, Harold. And I wonder if Bob checked in there to look at it on Slack or not. But anyway, let's say 73 to you and move on down to KA0SPM. Steve, how are you tonight?
Doing okay, Wes. A little weak in the voice as usual, but I did enjoy seeing a couple of the members of this group at Cape for our Route 66. It was pretty fun. I'm just spending the week with my head down doing FT8, so that's going to be my week for sure.
Yeah, that's a good way to spare your voice some there, that's for sure. And I know you did a lot of talking there, maybe not on the radio, but in person to people there at the Gay Parade. So hopefully your voice will recover okay, though.
Yeah, I hope so, too. So, very good. Thanks, Wes. We'll catch you later. KA0SPM, back to you.
All right, Steve, thanks for being on here tonight. We're going to say 73 to you and move on down to KB0OU. John, how are you tonight?
Yeah, I'm doing real good. I did get registered, I think, with D-Star. I just got involved in D-Star this afternoon, and Sean helped me fill out a thing at Bob's, and I'm borrowing Bob's radio, and we sent a thing in, and I got an email, and I went to the site, and they had this thing where you put a space and a Z beside your call, and I don't know what that's all about. And I tried to do that, and I think I did it okay. I think I'm registered. And also on the reflector, I just turned on the radio just as you were talking about that, and I did not get that reflector number, and I'm just tomorrow morning taking off to a trip to Canada, to Halifax, and I probably need that reflector number, so maybe I can get back into the repeater. So if you could give me that reflector number, I'd appreciate it.
Well, John, looks like Dave has said on here that it's REF059A with a space between the 9 and the A.
059 space and alpha.
Roger. He's typed it in here with the REF in front of that, so I don't know if you have to actually type that in or if that's already there.
Okay, well, I'll see what happens. Anyway, appreciate it. KB0, you.
Comment.
All right, Sean won the race there. Go ahead.
John, I just checked your registration. You are good. And when you go to reflector entry on that radio, you don't have to worry about spaces or anything. It'll have a scroll menu where you just scroll to whatever number, and then it'll have a A through F. You just select whatever one you want. You don't have to space anything. It'll all just be in a scrolling menu where you can select whatever you want. It'll have REF and then 059, and then like I said, you just scroll to A.
Okay, that's clear as mud. I'll see if I can figure that out.
All right, K0MH.
All right, thanks, Sean. Dave, do you have anything additional?
Nope, he answered both of the questions I was going to answer for him as well. KE6GAE.
Yeah, I figured either one of you would know a whole lot more about it than me, that's for sure. So, all right, well, John, sounds like they've got you all lined out, and I don't blame you. It sounds about as clear as mud to me, too. All right, well, I guess that's going to put us down at the bottom of the list, guys. So we're looking, well, actually, no, we're not. Let's see if Kathy's back on yet. KF0HHH. Kathy, are you back available yet?
Well, they had an emergency run. I got a text from Calista, and they had to get back home pronto.
All right. Well, thanks, Bob. Actually, we're down here taking over-the-air check-ins. You want to just go ahead and do your check-in?
A0OC, K0RM, and talking about that clear as mud, John. No, mud can be pretty loose and stuff like that. It's clear as gumbo to me. And if you're not a Kansas boy, you don't know what gumbo is. In other words, clay. That gets pretty stout. Yeah, everything going good. Had a good run to Indiana. Got back about 7:30 this morning there. Got back as far as Rollo last night. Went out there and turned around and come back. Run out of time. Just before dark, I got it parked. Got up this morning at 5 o'clock and hit it again. Like I said, and got back here in good time. Everything's looking good. Wes, I coming up your way tomorrow. You're gonna feed me breakfast or what? You know, give me a time when I sign off here. As soon as I get out of here, I'm gonna go out there and throw the ladder in the pickup and some tools and stuff, and I'll be up that way. Siri sounded good down there. Siri, if you're still listening, you're probably doing your schoolwork like good girl shit, but you're sounding good too there. So that's about it now. Enjoying this cool weather, I'll tell you that. KA0RM.
One of Dad's was a farmer out in Kansas, wheat farmer. I know all about gumbo.
Roger.
Well, Bob, I don't know if you want anything that I'd be making for breakfast. You might ought to stop on the way at McDonald's, but what time did you think about coming out here?
About 5 o'clock.
All right, I'll let you know when I wake up.
I figured I'd get you, I don't know, 9 o'clock, all right?
Sounds fine with me. Yeah, I was just going to say I'll unlock the door when I get up, you know, so go right ahead. You can sit in the driveway there till then.
Okay, I'll throw the ladder in tonight as soon as I get over here and some tools, and I'll see you about 9.
All right, thanks a lot, Bob. Oh, well, we're still at the bottom of the list, so let's see if we got any more over-the-air check-ins. This is AE0OC. Do I have any further check-ins for the OARS net?
November 0, Mike, Uniform Alpha, Dave.
WB0, Oscar, Queen, Victor, Jim.
Kilo 5, Alpha, November Whiskey, Daryl.
All right, let's stop you guys there and start with the top of the list there. N0 MUA. David, is that correct?
Yeah, that's Dave over here, Stillwater, Oklahoma, about 70 miles straight west of Tulsa. Not much going on here. I'd like to say hello to the net and Daryl heard him checking in there, and Bob and Sean and everybody over there. So sounds like you got a good net there. We'll get out of here. We're just enjoying this cooler weather. We'll get out and say 73s and let you continue on. N0MUA.
All right, David. Appreciate you checking in tonight. And sounding good out there in Stillwater, so appreciate that very much. And let's go to WB0OQV. Jimmy, how are you tonight?
AE0OC in the net, WB0QV. I'm doing fine. Nothing really to report here. Enjoying the good weather like everyone else. And so anyway, just wanted to check in and get my name on the list. So back to you, AE0OC, WB0QV.
All right, Jimmy, appreciate you checking in tonight. Sounding good out there in Marionville tonight. So, in any case, I'm going to say 73 to you and move on down to our old buddy Daryl over in Arkansas, K5A&W. How's root beer tonight?
Well, it's been a beautiful day, Wes. It's been really nice. Dave, I need to wave a hand at you, buddy. I hadn't talked to you since when? A little while back. Anyway, I don't have anything going on. The band was in good shape, and, you know, the repeater is working really nicely, and I've got full scale. So I thought I'd take advantage of that and say hello.
Yeah, you're absolutely full quieting into the repeater. Sounds like you're just down the road from it.
That's great. I like it when the band is up before I can get into your net. I was able to get into it last Tuesday. With 2 or 3 nets, and before that, couldn't do it. It was just so doggone noisy, I just couldn't get there. So anyway, I'm going to take advantage of it every time I can. Great net. A lot of good folks, and I enjoy listening to everybody that checks in. So I'm going to back up and let you get to the next one there. And thank you for running the net. It's a good one. K5ANW 73 all.
All right, Daryl, 73 to you, and absolutely, anytime you get the opportunity, you check into this net, you're more than welcome. We enjoy having you here. And so, 73 to you, and we're at the bottom of the list. Do I have any further check-ins for the OARS net?
A0 RWD, Kilo 0 Romeo Whiskey Delta. Kilo 0 Lima Alpha Foxtrot, Charlie and Republic.
All right, picked up 2 more there. Let's start out with Ron, K0RWD.
Well, I kind of had a bad deal. I had one of my 4-wheelers. It broke apart, so it's I'll have to park that one. And luckily, but I have another one. But there's always something going wrong. So I'll just go ahead and clear and say 7-3, K0 RWD.
Well, Ron, you're not supposed to be playing Evel Knievel on the 4-wheelers. So, in any case, let's say 73 to you and move on down to K0LAF. Charlie, how's it going tonight?
Hello, Wes and the group. That's going pretty good. Been hearing a lot of good news here on the repeater. And Brenda's thinking she might be about ready to take her general test, so I was kind of wondering when the next test section might be.
know here lately they've been doing them on Fridays, but I don't know if that's a set in stone thing. So I'd say that probably most nights are available. Bob, are you still handy where you can answer that one? All right, appears that Bob's already checked out and left. But anyway, if you can get a hold of Bob, set it up. He will get a hold of Bill, and between the two of them, they will come up with something that will work for you.
Okay, well, we'll do that. Appreciate the information, and hope everyone has a good week. 73 Dolls, K0LF.
All right, Charlie. And I believe Bob's good on QRZ for an email address. So, you know, his call sign KA0RM. So, it should be a pretty simple one to take care of that way. So, appreciate you checking in tonight, and we wish her luck on the general. So, that'd be great. Say 73 to you, and we'll move on down. Actually, not moving down. We're going to look for some more check-ins. We're at the bottom of the list. This is AE0OC. Do I have any further check-ins for the OARSnet? All right, been a good night so far. Check-ins, check-ins, check-ins. Anybody else want to get on the OARSnet? All right, not hearing anybody, so we're going to call this a net, I guess. 20 check-ins total, including myself and Kathy, who had to leave, but she did call in, and we did hear her, so she's a real check-in. And we are very appreciative of everyone who checks into these nets, and we look forward to hearing a lot more people on the D-Star now coming up soon. So the club's just growing and growing, I'm telling you. It's amazing how much it's grown in the last 2 years that I've been a part of it. And I'm just pleased to see how far it's going to go, because I really think the sky's the limit for us. But appreciate all you guys, and looking forward to seeing you all at the apple butter making days. This is AE0OC, returning the repeater back to normal operation.